Hello and welcome to Static Realms Hangouts. I am here with an amazing musician. His name is Blake Carpenter. Come on up, Blake. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're so happy to have you on this hour-long show because, let's face it, we haven't had enough Blake time on this channel. So tonight is the night, and I'm so excited.
I love you guys.
We love you. So yeah, if you guys have not had the pleasure of hearing Blake Carpenter's music yet, you are in for a treat. And before we go into showing your music, I would like to talk about your young years as little Blake Carpenter. So when was the first time that you ever got into music? Because I see you're wearing a Kiss shirt right there, which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm wearing a Kiss shirt right there, and there I'm only 5 years old.
That's amazing.
So, yeah. It was actually the year before that, when I was 4, I heard my first Kiss album, and I said, I was 4 years old, and I said, I'm going to do that.
That is so awesome. So you've always been musically inclined. You've always known that you wanted to make music in some kind of way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
I started singing then. I was singing Kiss. I was singing to Kiss records. I was singing to Barry Manilow. I was singing to Neil Diamond, Elvis.
Awesome. Well, we definitely can hear the rock influence in your music. And I think that is so great to hear because you can make synthwave music, but if it doesn't have at least a little bit of that influence in it, it just ends up sounding like all synthesizers and keyboards, So I love that you have that incorporated sound into your music.
Keep the rock going. Thanks. I think synthwave is synthwave has just such a wide spectrum of types of music involved in it. There's a million subgenres now in synthwave, and I honestly don't consider myself synthwave. I just think I'm an '80s revivalist.
That's an term, '80s revivalist. I love that. So tell me about the first time you ever picked up a guitar and joined a band. What was your first band that you were in?
Well, my first actual band, was actually right around that time of that picture right there. It was Naked at Birth. I was 19. I was doing a lot of, just playing acoustic and writing my own little songs and playing them on the steps at school, in high school for years before that. And Naked at Birth was an acoustic duo. And it was fun, but it was a coffee shop type thing. And, we recorded a 6-song cassette, and at the studio that we did that at, the studio owner called me probably 8 months or so after we recorded and said, "Do you want to sing in our band?" And it was a rock band, and it was a stage club show, and I was like, "Yep."
Awesome.
and
you have such a great voice too. Like, when did you start singing and finding your voice?
Well, like I said, I started singing, I think, when I was 4. I started playing keyboards, organ when I was 7. I'm not a virtuoso at anything. I'm a hack, and I will say that, except for my voice. My voice is the only thing that I think I can get away with saying I can be virtuosic in it. My voice has gone through changes like everybody's does, but I think it was the mid 90s when I finally found how to use my voice the way I wanted to, whenever I wanted to, because I'll sing songs, I can sing ballads and just be as pretty as all heck, and I can sing Metallica and scream and growl if I need to too, that type of stuff. So
yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing to do that. So I understand that you have a gum record thing. Can you tell me about that? What is that about?
So, yeah, it's these things here. The Chew Bops came out in the 80s. Hey, you know what? Just look at this.
Okay.
Not seen since 1983, the mini gum record is making a comeback. Blake Carpenter has a special offering for the 80s revival generation. 12 exquisite mini cover representations, one for every track of the album, including songs like Broken Dreams and Love Amplified. Get one or collect all 12. Only at purpleblake.bandcamp.com. Blake Carpenter, the Digital Gum Collection. Get them all. Friday, August 13th, 2021.
Ooh, I definitely want to get some of those. Those are really cool.
Yeah, so they will have gum in them. I didn't have any gum to show yet because I'm waiting on my press. The gum press is supposed to be here this week, so I'll make another advertisement, another little commercial like that, and show off the whole thing again.
So you guys saw August in 2021; those are going to be available on Bandcamp. So, how many people can say that they have those Digi Gum packs? Like, I've never seen anybody with those. That's really cool.
Well, the Chew Bops from the 80s, they just had gum and lyrics. And they had an order form in where you can order like a pin or a patch or something like that too. They only lasted from 1980 to 1983.
Yeah, I wonder why.
And I want mine to be, they're also, each one will come with a full album digital download too. So, you don't have to buy all 12 to get the full album download. But if you want to collect all 12, because each one has the lyrics for each song.
I love that. It's so awesome. It's like a mini album. So cool. Do you know if the gum is actually shaped? It's shaped like a record too.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a press being made. It's going to be shaped just like a record. It'll have grooves in it.
So cool.
And they will be lavender in color for this. And I might even actually have lavender and rose scent flavored gum.
That's
I like lavender and rose flavored candies and gums. So I'm sure there will be other people too. Although I don't expect many people to eat the gum.
I will try it. It sounds yummy. So let's talk about your album. And how long have you been working on this album? Quite some time now, right?
I released the first single in December of 2020. Yeah. I started recording it, I think, just after I released my first cassette. My first EP, I guess you can call it. It's an 8-song cassette and digital album. In August, I released that last year.
And a lot of your music deals with a lot of very deep and troubling subjects. So I love that your entire album has a message with every song on the album. I think it's a really powerful message that you set with each song. So well done on that.
Yeah. I've always been a social activist in some way, shape, or form. And even in the 80s, I was writing songs about, things in real life because, not a lot of people do it. And not a lot of people do it with music that you can dance to or at least sway to.
Yeah. Speaking of your music, I'm going to go ahead and lead into a music video for Before Doomsday, which is an amazing, amazing track. So let's play that now.
All right, cool.
Dreams we've had, but everything seems the same. Is there a way to change the past so we can do it all again? Every time we seem to find the right way to go about it, it just seems to go the wrong way. Every day we live the same life over and over again, hoping that we'll see a better day, but it never comes. Some who think that they know how we should live our lives, but have they ever looked into the mirror? every time they tell us this and promise that it's all a lie. It is just a game they play at our expense to get high. High enough to keep control and keep us all at bay. This is not a fantasy, it's happening today. For us to regain control and have our say, while we still have the freedom to believe. Stand up and fight for your right to be free. Know inside that it is your destiny. You have a voice, and we have a voice. Let's all be heard, loud and clear. No more whispering in each other's ears. Let's climb that hill and let them know why we are here today. We are taking back that which is ours of this world before doomsday. Before doomsday.
Love that song.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great one.
Yeah, yeah. I think I look like crap in that video.
Stop. You look awesome, and I think it's really cool that you did that one in black and white because it's a lot different from your other ones.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I like doing
myself. Yeah, it's amazing.
And there's another one in black and white too.
Oh, which one is that?
It's coming up, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right, the new one that we're going to be showing.
Brand new videos. Right. There's 2 of them.
There is now 2.
There's 3 of them.
3?
Yeah,
well,
some hot robots in one of them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, everybody stay tuned. We have robots, more black and white. We have saxophone. We have all kinds of goodies coming up your way. But first, let's talk about Concrete Jungle. And when is this album hoping to be available on vinyl, on physical copies? Let's talk about how we're going to make this happen, Blake.
Well, I have a fundraiser going, and it really only has 8 more days left.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can reach the goal, but there's a long way to go to at least get cassettes and CDs. I think there's still over $2,600 needed to be raised. But that being said, the digital is going to come out on July 30th, and worst case scenario, I will do a short run of cassettes in the fall. If the goal is not met, I'll do a short run of cassettes or CDs. I have to do a survey and take a vote on that. I prefer cassettes because I like the nostalgia, but
yeah,
a lot of people don't have cassette players, so.
That's true. I think that, any physical copy of music is really special because, there isn't always availability. And I think that having your music on a physical copy is something that I would definitely want and that I know a lot of other people would enjoy as well. So I encourage everybody, if you can, please visit the fundraiser and please donate because Blake's music is amazing and very powerful. And like we were saying earlier, he makes real music. So if you want to support him, please feel free to help us.
Yes, please.
All right. So speaking about your new music video, which is also black and white, I know there's a special guest on that track, which is The Disease. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, it's I reached out to Thorson, who I know played sax, and he said he would play sax on a couple of tracks for me. I didn't do a video for the other one that he's on as well, but
he's on the album.
But it's on the album. Yep, it's called that track is called Silence. But yes, The Disease is another. It's just another social awareness song, about how we're all blind. We all turn a blind eye to the and even if we don't think we do, subconsciously we do. We've been trained to turn a blind eye and not worry about other people, and not worry about other people's struggles or emotions or anything. Anyway, we need to get back to the day where we cared about our neighbor.
I agree with you, and I think it's just a beautiful song, like so many of your other songs, with the message that definitely rings true. Like you said, people need to pay more attention to what's going on around us and take a step outside of our own self.
Yes.
So without further ado, here is the music video for The Disease.
I don't know why we just stand by and let them trouble you. We know it's true. Oh, it's true. As time goes by, we believe the lie that there's nothing we can do. But that's not true. No, no. And close our eyes to reality, live inside our fantasy. But out there is so much pain and hate, so many looking to escape. What is done to feed the disease? To save their lives, we must sacrifice a little of ourselves. We know it's true. Yes, we do. Compromise, everyone survives and we all pull through, but that's not true. No, cause we close our eyes to reality and live our lives happy and carefree. We ignore all the pain and the hate and barricade those who try to escape. What is done to feed the disease? What a nightmare this could be if it wasn't reality. We know life isn't a game, but how we live it is insane. We ignore all the pain and the hate and barricade those who try to escape. All the brutality, the tragedy and agony, seeking a little honesty from malady and treachery. But oh, the blind man can't see what he's done to feed the disease.
Love that music video and that saxophone from Thorison
Yeah.
with Blake's music and vocals. Good stuff.
Cool.
So-
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. And how do you like collaborating with people in the scene? Does it usually work out really well to have all these friends in the scene?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always fun. Even, I mean, when I was in the prog scene, I collaborated with so many different people. It's nice to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know, especially with the, you know, all over the world. I mean, Thorison, you know, he's in Iceland.
Yeah.
He's in Reykjavik.
That's far. Yeah, but I love the way that the video is done too. You would never know that you weren't in the same place. It just works. So
I've collaborated with people all over the world, Sweden, Russia, in the past. And I mean, I just did with Dead Tesla, who's in Spain. We just did Push It to the Limit.
awesome.
So that was out. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, speaking of collaborations, I know that you have another track and video which features Scott, also known as Elevate the Sky.
Yeah.
We love Scott. He's awesome.
He is
And
awesome.
yeah, so it's like even more cool guitar, which is amazing.
He's much better than I am.
Oh, it's Scott.
Oh no, he is much better than I am. Like I said, I'm a hack.
There's so much musical like greatness that goes into this album, Concrete Jungle, and I think every song is just so good. Like, how do you do it, Blake?
Honestly, I don't know. Something comes to me, I'll have a song written in 5 minutes sometimes, you know, and then sometimes it'll take me a month to finish one. But you know, a lot of that has to do with I just get sidetracked and start doing something else.
Yeah. Do you write the music first sometimes and then the lyrics, or is it usually lyrics first, or does it depend on the song and the track?
Usually the music probably almost always comes first, unless I'm going through my catalog of lyrics. You know, I've said before on this show previously that I have, you know, well over 100, if not closer to 200 songs that I've written. A lot of them just lyrics. A lot of them just lyrics. But.
So you always write whenever you're inspired to write. You're just writing.
Yeah.
That is a sign of a true musician, folks.
Yeah. Yeah,
Never stops.
I'll be laying in bed trying to go to sleep, and a lyric will come to my head, and I'll pick up my phone and my notes and just start typing.
That's what you got to do.
Yep. And if the melody comes to my head as well, then I record that on the phone too.
That's good. I'm sure I would love to hear what you have in your phone sometime.
No, you wouldn't. Seriously, you probably wouldn't. They're so bad. They're so bad. Sometimes, you know, after a bottle and a half of wine, I'll have a melody in my head and I'll put that on the phone and I'll listen to it the next day. I'll be like, what the heck is that?
You're like, no, not going to use that one. Blame it on the wine.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
So the next music video is for the song Tilt-A-Whirl, which of course features Elevate the Sky. But have you ever been on a Tilt-A-Whirl?
Oh yeah, I grew up in Rhode Island, and I spent my early before preteen, middle school years, not middle school. What's that other school there? Between
elementary school?
No, between elementary and high school. There's middle, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, middle school.
Junior high.
Junior
So
high.
I was like 12 years old, and I lived in Warwick, Rhode Island at the time, and we had Rocky Point Park, which was so awesome. And I used to go up there. I used to skip school all the time and go up to Rocky Point Park, and I would grab somebody coming out of the park who had a stamp on their hand, and I would lick my hand and like slap their hand on mine so I get the stamp, and I'd go into the park and I'd ride the rides all day long.
Oh yeah, so yeah, big fan of carnivals and rides and stuff like that. Awesome.
Oh yeah, I've been.
Everybody, let's enjoy the music video for Tilt-A-Whirl.
This is great. Enjoying your life is never a crime. Before too long, you may have to go too. And someone else will be trying to remember you.
was such a
You go,
fun
Scott.
one. Love it. We saw the world through, you know, you brought us through all of the world and then added Scott on the guitar. And I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Right? Oh yeah.
Pretty
For
cool.
sure.
So when you're making these music videos, how much time does it take you to really like put it all together? Because you're always doing these videos and working really, really hard on them. And all the green screen and all the effects and everything.
Honestly, it depends on how easy it is for me to find, things to use in the video. If it's just me or just, or just somebody like you sending me stuff with a green screen, it's fairly quick.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's the rest of the stuff that can take some time. Like that one, honestly, I really kind of ripped it all out in one day. I just spent 15, 16 hours just in this chair, putting it together. Done.
I love that you're so dedicated and focused on everything that you do. It's really impressive. And I think that a lot of people could look up to that because you're such a hardworking guy. You always put 110% into everything that you do. So
Thank you.
Thanks for letting us show it.
Thank you.
So let's talk about your older bands that you were in. Ogma was one of them.
Ogma, yep.
Ogma. Look at you!
Ogma.
Wow.
Ogma was a whole lot of fun. We were trying to work out the whole the prog metal thing, like Dream Theater.
Yeah.
But I was writing stuff that was kind of lyrics that were more goth-esque. So and we were playing with goth bands all the time. It was a lot of fun. Whenever we did gigs, we had goth bands coming with us.
Super cool.
But they were progressive as well. They didn't just play straightforward music.
And then you were also in a band called The Minstrel's Ghost.
The Minstrel's. Well, I am the Minstrel's Ghost.
You are the Minstrel.
The first Minstrel's Ghost album was all just me. I did everything on it. And then the second album had the bass player, the guy on the right there, underneath, above the Flycatcher logo, on it. But then it had Colin Tench, who was an Englishman living in Sweden, had Zoltan Chors. He was in a band called the Flower Kings, which is a progressive rock band that I love a lot, and he played the drums on that. And then I had Marco Chiappini on synthesizers. He's in Italy on that the Road to Avalon album. And then the Jack album had the drummer in the picture, the bass player in the picture, me, and then I had Jartsi Tuominen, who is a Finnish guy, guitarist who lives in Texas. Play guitar on that.
Yeah.
And then we, as a band like that, we started playing the Minstrel's Ghost stuff live. And then things kind of went south. And honestly, they went south at the right time. I might have been part of it going south, but it really comes down to there were people in the band who were in too many other bands and didn't want to dedicate enough time to the band.
Right.
And that happened.
Like I said, you are very dedicated to what you do. So, I mean, doing your own thing, I think it's working out well for you. So it's good.
I'd love to get to the point where I have money to pay musicians to just back.
Yeah. Do you miss performing live in a band or just in general?
I miss performing live. I miss performing live with a band because I have more freedom with a band.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, as we'll see in my live set, it's a lot of work to do it by yourself. And I don't mind playing with backing tracks, but I'd much rather have a band there to interact with as well.
Right. We're really looking forward to the set that you sent us. It's amazing. So can't wait to show that later after this interview. But before we go into that, let's show a reveal of something that you have never told anyone, except for me, of course, about a new musical journey that you are headed towards.
I'm going to go dark. Let's go.
Dark Blake.
Go ahead. Show it.
Wow. Quintus Elementum. So can you tell me about the style behind it? Like, what's it going to be like? I'm so excited. I know it's darker.
It's gonna be darker. It's going to be more on a '90s goth feel. I guess take Clan of Zymox and The Mission and Sisters of Mercy and put all that together.
Well, that's awesome. I love all of those bands, and I am so excited to hear what you do. I know that you're influenced by the sound already because of your former bands and your tastes. I mean, I love that you have that variety to what you do. So I'm very excited to see what you do with Quintus Elementum. When is coming soon? Like, when soon?
Well, I hope to have. All right, so I'm going to be finishing up this album, The Concrete Jungle. It's going to be out on the 30th. I still have 3 more songs to do for that. I mean, they're done. I need to refine them and redo vocals. And then as soon as that's done, I'm going to start on the Quintus Elementum. I already have 2 tracks done for Quintus Elementum. And I'm going to be releasing this in volumes, I think. And it's going to be Compendium 1, Volume 1, Compendium Volume 2, Compendium Volume 3.
Wow.
I'm not going to do anything special, fancy names or this, that, and the other thing. It's going to be just straight up classic goth style.
Wow.
With a modern twist. So
we love that. So looking forward to
so I'm hoping to have something like that out in the fall as well. Hopefully in the fall, at least before the end of the year.
Awesome. I'm excited.
I rushed my makeup in that video.
the guy liner. I mean, it's tough for guys to wear eyeliner and robes and everything. But I think it's so cool that you're very theatrical with it, and as you should be with such a project. I think it's great.
Yeah, I'm going to try to avoid anything social justice like with this one. It's gonna be hard because that's where my mind goes all the time. But anyway,
I think it'll be great because everything you do is just great. So
I also have my other project.
Of influences from other types of music. Let's talk about Styx. I know that you're a Styx fan, as am I. And you even have like the record, and Mr. Roboto is not an easy song to cover.
This is only one Styx record. I have all Styx records out there in my record collection on vinyl. So
yeah, Styx is. So what brought you to the idea to cover Mr. Roboto, which is such a classic?
You did.
Me?
Yes, when we were on, okay, so it's always been one of my favorite songs by Styx because it was I was a kid when it came out, and it was like, oh, this is so cool, and so it's always stuck with me. I mean, I've done it karaoke, I've done Come Sail Away, I've done a lot of Styx in karaoke because I ran karaoke and DJ'd throughout the 90s, but so the last time I was on here, when I was on Hangouts with you guys, I was just looking at you, and I was going through my mind all the different pictures of you dressed up as this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, you know what? You need to be a robot / cyborg / sexy companion from like Cherry 2000.
Well, I have to say, it was such an honor that you asked me to do something that I love to do, which is dress up, and then to, be involved with Styx, Mr. Roboto. It's when I was a kid, my dad, was always playing, Styx, and I remember I was like singing along to the song when I was just a kid. So the fact that I'm able to do this now and be in a music video that you did an amazing job with is just, I love it. You really did a great job, and you killed it. Like, your voice is on point, the visuals are great, and it was such a fun project to be a part of. So, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad you agreed to it. I mean, it wouldn't have been done. It wouldn't have been done if you said no.
Well, I am so happy that I said yes, because it is one of my favorite things that I've done this year, and it's just such an awesome, awesome video. So let's go ahead and show this music video, which is never before seen on Static Realms or anywhere else,
Nowhere.
for Mr. Roboto.
I'm not what you see. I've come to help you with your problems so we can be free. I'm not a hero, I'm not a savior, forget what you know. I'm just a man whose circumstances went beyond his control, beyond my control. We all need control. I need control. We all need control. I am the modern man.
Nice.
Domo arigato, Mr. Carpenter, for letting me be part of your music video.
I love it. I love it.
I had so much fun making that music video. I can't even tell you. There was like construction going on outside. My cats were all in the shots, as you saw. But I had to do it because you asked me to do it, and I was so, so excited. So,
well, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
I think it turned out really well. I love it.
And
now, the song is just constantly in my head, even more so than, when you listen to the original. It's like, now I can see like the little visual of me as a robot and you singing. So
yep. It's stuck in my head too.
Yeah.
It gets stuck. I mean, it's a song that's been stuck in my head for a really long time. So
I love that you did the cover and you like literally killed the high note. You're just on point with it. So are you thinking about doing any other covers in the future?
Yes, because I have requests to. So I'm going to be stuck, of course, doing an Ozzy cover because everyone says I sound like Ozzy, so I have to do a cover.
Yes. Do it.
Everybody wants me to do No More Tears because it's already got that.
Yeah. You would definitely do a great version of No More Tears.
Well, I mean, but I like other. I don't know. I'll figure one out and see. But yes, there will be more covers, I guess. I've just never liked doing covers unless it's in a live setting.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
So to everyone watching, thank you so much for watching my interview with Blake Carpenter. And don't forget that there are about 7 days left in the campaign to have his physical copies made of his music. So even if you can't contribute, like share it, like it, subscribe to his channel.
Yes, please.
To our channel. To his website.
Static Realms. Static Realms. Go buy a Static Realms t-shirt.
Oh, thanks. It looks so nice on you too. It's great. So thank you so much to Blake Carpenter for being on Static Realms Hangouts. And everyone stay tuned because he has an awesome performance that we're going to be showing you. It is such an awesome, awesome show. And thank you again to Blake. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on. Without Static Realms, I think I would have been lost.
Well, we would be lost without great musicians like yourself. So it is very mutual, and we're always going to have love for you, and you're always welcome on our channel. So thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Excellent. Bye, everybody. followed all the dreams we've had, but everything seems the same. Is there a way to change the past so we can do it all again? Every time we seem to find the right way to go about it, it just seems to go the wrong way. Every day we live the same life over and over again, hoping that we'll see a better day, but it never comes. There are some who think that they know how we should live our lives. Have they ever looked into the mirror? Living high up on a hill, spending our hard-earned dimes. Do they know that they've destroyed the future? Every time they tell us this, promise that it's all a lie. It is just a game they play at our expense to get high enough to keep control and keep us all at bay. This is not a fantasy, it's happening today. Regain control and have I say, while we still have the freedom to believe. Stand up and fight for your right to be free. Know inside that it is your destiny. You have a voice, we have a voice, let's all be heard. Loud and clear, no more whispering in each other's ear. Let's climb that hill and let them know why we are here today. We are taking back that which is ours, this world, before doomsday. Before doomsday. Let me tell you a story about a man I know. Only ever wanted to stand up, he's coming again. Pushing straight through with a cunning plan. It may be hard, he can lose it all, but he knows he's got it, though he hears the call. Time is running short, he needs your support. Put out his hands before the fall, but yeah. He's gonna live out his destiny. He's gonna become your fantasy. He's made up his mind. He's gonna live. He's gonna get back to living out his dream. Living with a burden, all people going mad in search of fame and fortune, exchanging every good for bad. Everybody wonders what it takes to make things change. We're all sisters and brothers, feeling the same rage. Time for rearranging the power and control. Let's start liberating every living soul. The games that they are playing keep us separated, continuously blaming. We are endlessly frustrated. That tug at our heartstrings
Faces are down, staring at a screen. All around town, they are never seen. Heads up, things are going to shit. Do you care or will you just submit? Heads up, before it's too late. Before someone else decides your fate. Complacent today, victim tomorrow. Life turns gray and filled with sorrow. Cities will burn, you'll be running scared. Maybe you'll learn and be prepared. Heads up, things are going to shit. Do you care or will you just submit? Heads up, before it's too late. Before someone else decides your fate. Heads up, it's up to you. Do you care? What will you do? Heads up, before it's too late. Before someone else decides your fate. Before someone else decides your fate. Heads up. Friends for so long. How could it end this way? What do you have to say? Do you even give a damn? I gave it my all and I gave it to you. You let it fall. You gave me the screw. You played with my mind and you played with my heart. How could I be so blind to let it all fall apart? It was a clear road for us to ride, but you were better Thank you.